Pisces, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your monthly forecast for February 2015. Pisces, we have a fantastic conjunct this month which is happening in your sign. We have Venus that is conjuncting Neptune in your sign, and it speaks about new and fresh beginnings. It speaks about heightened sensitivity and awareness to beauty and spirituality. It also speaks of a phase where you are easily influenced, seducible or seductible, and you could be highly imaginative. This is also a brilliant time for anything creative, for artists, authors, musicians, theatre artists, painters, anybody who's there in the creative field. It's a brilliant time to be starting a new project, finishing things that you have been doing, and gentleness is a way to be harnessing their energy this entire month, especially when you're dealing with other people. This also could be quite a magical time as far as your love relationships are concerned. Now this aspect, that is Venus and Neptune, are conjuncting in your sign, in your house, and you're going to be feeling quite social and quite outgoing, and it's a time to be searching for new love relationships and reaching out to people. It's also a time wherein you will feel more pleasure out of life and can find that with others or by indulging your own senses. If you want to improve your appearance, do so while this transit is there, and it's an excellent time to be doing a complete makeover, maybe losing weight, getting a new wardrobe, starting a new whether it's your day-to-day thing, something that has not been working out for you, a regime that is not doing you much good. It's a brilliant month for a complete makeover, psychological as far as physical is concerned. And it's also a time where you are going to be attracting a lot of attention to yourself, Pisces, and you can be more charming, more friendly, and you'll come across as somebody who's willing to compromise, is flexible and has good manners, but you could seem to be a little distant emotionally. Now we have a full moon as well in the first week, and while the new moon energy tends to be quite introspective, the full moon energy is quite public and it fairly bursts forth. So any self-proclamations that get made during the full moon energy can come across as quite infantile and even unrefined to a certain extent, because the energy is such, it is not very subtle. And you could find that during this time, if there are things that you need to get out of your system, if you have not been able to articulate, you will find yourself articulating. But Pisces, the only worry over here is that try not to be too crude. Try not to sort of be too raw and say things, even though the energy is there. Don't use that as an excuse and say that, oh yes, I couldn't help myself and I felt in a certain way. So try to stay gracious and try to ensure that you don't project a side of you which you will regret later on, or which will make you and even the other person cringe. And this energy is focusing in a part of your chart that has to do with day-to-day chores. It has to do with your health. It has to do with your maybe your regular regime, or even your diet that you have been could have been ignoring for the longest of time. And you could be looking in the mirror and saying that, hey, that's it, I'm going to be starting this exercise regime and I'm on this new diet. Or you could even be throwing away your cigarette and saying, I'm not going to be smoking anymore. So a brilliant time now to be really harnessing this energy and putting it to good use as far as your diet is concerned, as far as your health is concerned, things that you have not been able to change for the longest of time. And this is also a time, it could be that you could be making quite dramatic proclamations as well. So watch out for that. Don't sort of shout wolf. Be careful of your speech. This is also a time wherein you need to be that careful as far as your emotional declarations are also concerned. So for those of you who are sort of just waiting to rush and go out and tell the person, oh, I'll die for you and I'll live for you and I breathe for you, be a little careful about making such grand emotional declarations. Also, at the same time, avoid blaming others for your own misfortune or for your own state of discontentment, because others have very less to do with it, Pisces, and you need to be taking this pattern in mind. And I've spoken about it in great depth in my 2015 love video. You can check that out later to figure out more about the Mars and the Venus, the grand celestial dance that is being done. So use this surge of positive energy to make some changes, make some good positive changes in your life and in your day-to-day routines. Do something to improve your work conditions if they are annoying you, even if it's a small act of kindness with a co-worker, and it can be even something small that just brightens up your workspace. Don't sort of get into a cribbing and a complaining thing, saying, oh, I'm always in this situation, or oh, why does it always happen to me? Make an effort, take small steps to rectify your current situation, especially at workplace, and get going on with your exercise or nutrition program that you've been trying to do for the longest in your mind. This also may be a time where a work project could come to a fruition or a completion. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. I'll see you soon, and thank you so much for